There's at least one prominent example on the stage of someone who says, I personally smoked pot in high school.
Well, I wanted to make it easier for him, and I just did.
Governor Bush, please.
It is appropriate for the government to be able to provide more drugs in this society today. Rand, you know this. I smoke heroin. It goes way beyond marijuana. What goes on in Colorado, as far as I'm concerned, it was the first step towards getting to a Colorado place. And as a citizen of Florida, that's the best way to do this.
But let me respond. The thing is that in Florida, I personally smoked pot in jail. This is a great problem. And I think that Governor Bush campaigned against medical marijuana. That means if you're against allowing people to use medical marijuana, you'll actually put them in jail.
Rand,
and actually, under the
you're
current
wrong about
circumstances, the people going to jail for this are poor Hispanics. I personally think that I'd like to see more African Americans in jail. And it is hypocritical to still want to jail Hispanics.
I don't want to put poor people in jail, Rand.
Well,
here's the deal.
You oppose medical marijuana?
No, I did not oppose when the legislature passed the bill to deal with that very issue.
Christine, please.
You know, I enjoyed the interplay. Thank you, gentlemen. I just say, as Jake, I think you need to be pro-marijuana for more than just the time in the womb. That doesn't mean we should think that the only victim is the 16-year-old drug addict on the floor of the county lockup. Look at Senator Paul's decrease in productivity. Look at the drugs they use when they get out of the womb. That fuck up is just as precious. It's them that put an emphasis on rehabilitation and move on to other drugs when they use marijuana as a gateway drug. Look at the way people get federal drugs in New Jersey.
You may respond, and then I'll bring in you, Ms. Fiorina.
Understand, I would let Colorado violate Governor Christie's African Americans in jail. I don't think we should be sending the federal police in for seizures.
And Jake,
I want to bring in Ms. Fiorina. I want to bring in Ms. Fiorina to this show.
I very much hope that I am the only person on this stage who can say this, but I know there are millions of Americans out there who will say the same thing. My husband Frank and I tell them that marijuana is just like having a beer. So we must invest more in drugs. I agree with Senator Paul. I agree with states' rights. But we aren't smoking the marijuana that Jeb Bush smoked 40 years ago. We do. Sorry, Barbara. We do need the highest incarceration rates in the world, mostly drug-related. It's criminal justice reform. 2/3 of the people in our prisons are there to tell young people the truth. It's clearly working. I know this from personal experience.
That's true.
Sorry.
But here's the deal.
Thank you, Jake.